And from your experience working with, numerous amounts of people, when they start to understand this, what can happen? What generally happens with them?
Well, when people see themselves as the creator of what they're experiencing in life, of the reality that they see, it suddenly... Well, my observation is that they get relieved because they're not at the mercy of things that are outside their control anymore. They may not be able to control their own thinking. I know I can't. But when you know that whatever you're experiencing is in your own control, even though you can't control it, it takes the burden of life off, or something. I don't know how to describe it, but people's spirits lift. And you can see it come out in them. It's like all of this stuff that holds people down, which is just their own thinking, in action. That thinking is suddenly not taken as seriously. And everything that's inside, that beautiful place that is inside everybody, which is just dying to come out anyway, because that's our true nature. That all just, it's like, pops up like holding a beach ball underwater. Only the thinking can hold it down. It's always trying to pop up. It's always buoyant.
And what would you say to, last question really, what would you say to people who's had, really, really difficult past and had maybe abuse or very, very difficult childhood, and it's kind of having a big effect on them now, and they think that they're broken or, they're never going to be well again? What would you say to those people?
Well, first of all, I feel for those people. I mean, people grow up in just, some people grow up in horrible circumstances, and I don't know how I would be if I grew up in those circumstances. But I know from my own observations that there are people who have grown up in those horrible situations that are now perfectly happy, well-functioning human beings who are happy, whose past does no longer has a grip on them. And because it's possible for people, it means there's hope for everybody. So if there is a first, I really want to try to help people see that there's hope, that they're not stuck. And the reason they're not is because, for two reasons. Thinking changes. That's the first thing. It's amazing. Thinking changes. And therefore, and as Sid Banks says, we're only a thought away from our health at any given time. So we could have one thought that changes through an insight, that changes the way we see our past or anything in life. I know people who have held a grudge against their parents for their entire lives, and when they see this, truly see this, they're free, and suddenly they feel compassion for their parents. They see their innocence. They see that they were just doing the best they knew how to do at the time, given the way they saw it. And it frees them. So if I'm talking with somebody like that, there are no pat answers. I mean, I have to listen to somebody very deeply to try to know how to get under their radar, because they've been experts at this point, maintaining their reality as they see it. And I have to somehow not break through their reality so much myself, but help them see that what they've been thinking is reality isn't. That it's really just something that they've come up with.